Africa and then Tanzania. But at this point, Christy, while the White House isn't saying officially that they are considering changing the itinerary, they are monitoring this situation very carefully. They're obviously trying to be respectful. You heard about the sensitivities there that Robin in South Africa talked about. And so no doubt they are considering contingencies at this point, but as of right now, his itinerary is set and continues to be so.
Thousands of Indians are still trapped in their own backyard weeks after torrential rains battered much of northern India. Rescue workers, overwhelmed with the number of displaced people, are getting more and more worried about what remains to be done. Details in this report by CNN's Nick Robertson.
Battered, bruised in a clinic, this college lecturer is drawing a crowd. Broken ribs, recently rescued. Everyone wants word from the mountain. He tells me when the floods came, he was in an ancient Hindu temple with his family. So many rocks, so much silt. We were pushed up and up inside the roof, he says. No space to breathe. Then the walls collapsed. My wife and daughter ripped away. He hasn't seen them since, doesn't know where they are or how to find them. He is not alone. 3 people missing. 8 people.
A group of 25 people.
25
people. A group went to Kedarnath temple. We got only 5 people information out of them.
You're missing how many people? 10 people?
Yes.
And are you getting any information?
No.
No information?
Yes.
It's hard to keep count. Everyone, it seems, is looking for someone. This is your parents?
Yes.
And how long have you been looking for them?
It's here about 1 week. Last communication was on 16th. They were on Kedarnath, and till then we have not got any clue.
Lists of those local authorities can account for appear to be of little help to many, and frustrations are rising with officials and journalists alike.
They took photographs of Kedarnath temples, that boulders had come down, the roads were destroyed. Instead of taking photographs of those things, they should have taken the photographs of those people who were there.
At relief centres, police are taking details of the missing, relaying them to army bases, helping pilgrims still stuck in the mountains. But resources to scour riverbanks and boulder fields are scarce, and the pressure for answers is mounting.
The number of missing people are increasing.
Many people have contacted us, he adds. I don't have the exact number, but we are registering them fast. There are still an estimated 6,000 people stuck in the mountains, but the numbers arriving here at these relief camps is slowing to a trickle, and with it, hope of finding more survivors is waning. This couple count themselves lucky. They've just arrived in town. Tell us they have lost everything except their children. He describes a sudden, massive wall of debris and water hitting his shrine-strewn village. Anyone outside, pilgrim or villagers, he says, was swept away. How many missing? No one knows. The suffering here, far from over. Nick Robertson, CNN, Rishikesh, India.
Names popped up for the forthcoming Gambia Football Federation presidential race in our sport news right after this break. We apologize, that story will not be airing today. And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Stakeholders in the hospitality sector take stock of the achievements registered and are looking forward to the future with optimism. Regional authorities in the financial sector are meeting in Banjul to validate a viable monetary program in ECOWAS member nations. The illustrious career of the former South African president and icon Nelson Mandela dominated President Barack Obama's news conference in Dakar, as Madiba remains in critical condition in a hospital and nowhere else to go. Thousands of Indians in the north of the country hit by severe floods are continuing to wallow in desperation. That brings us to the end this edition of the news. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Grts and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Hello and welcome to another week of the Fatu Show.
Presents the most sensational and entertaining game show on GRTS, where contestants could win up to $50,000 every Monday at 9 p.m. live on GRTS. To stand a chance of winning, call or text 1717 using your AfriCell line and text only with your Gamcell line. For just $5, you could win up to $50,000 in one night.
Mr. Shot, where you
The qualitative leaps forward in making the population healthier with wider opportunities for education and gainful enterprise mark the first measure of Jammeh's leadership. This man has become the veritable architect of a new Gambia, carved by his ingenious hands. Across the country, iconic facilities and structures continue to symbolize the goods that Jammeh and his administration have been delivering to Gambians.